Hey heroes, welcome to another episode of your Hosts4Hire podcast. We are your hosts for hire. I am Lucas Rand. This here is Kyle Cage. Today we have a chill episode for you guys. We've been hot lately. We've been talking about a lot of good things, and now we just really want to speculate again. That was a bit of the core of this podcast is us just talking about things we want to see that we're not seeing, and less of reacting to things, and we want to get back to that. So, Kyle, let the people know what we're doing today.
So we wanted to build our own Doomsday. If we had the reins at Marvel, if we were just somehow launched into the stratosphere tomorrow, how would we handle the Doomsday situation?
Yes,
That's the
because
premise of this.
the reality is there's a lot on Doomsday's shoulders, right?
Yes.
For all fans, everyone that's going to see that movie has a lot of expectations,
Yeah.
and it's no secret that comic fans are the worst people to please, in the universe. Kyle and I included,
Yeah.
very much included.
Yeah.
And so, we just want to see, before the movie comes out, before too much information of the movie comes out, how would we handle this situation, to make this movie as good as we could, so that when it comes out, either our idea was better or we just gotta accept it for what it is, because there's some crazy stuff going on in this movie, and it's a hard ask to wrap it around and make it good.
Yeah. I don't know. They have a lot of things they've set themselves up for, a lot of things that could go real bad, and some things that could go real good.
Real cool.
So,
Yeah.
fingers crossed, we'll just have to wait and see. But
so we kind of came up with our own very short format ideas of how this movie should go, and we want you guys to do the same. Please put them down in the comments. If you agree with either one of our takes, let us know. If not, especially let us know, and then let us know your take, so that again we could just have this beautiful conversation about the potential of this film.
Yeah, because with Robert Downey Jr. coming back, it's a risk. The risk they're taking in people not accepting their reasoning for Doom and Tony Stark looking the
True.
same and for being the same person.
This I'll say is that
your original, what you originally said, we're hard to please, and they've set a really high bar. That.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll say this just before we even get started. I don't know how your situation of how you set it up of your Doomsday will be, but I did not include a reasoning of RDJ being Doom in mine, because that I ain't paid for that.
No.
I can go to school for it.
I'm not smart.
I'm but a man.
I'm not smart enough to even speculate. I just wanted to point out that they set themselves up for failure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that. The first thing that I would do is not have done that.
I was just curious if you had in your version a reasoning for it or
I'm not smart.
Did you skip over it? Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. I'm washing my hands of that. I ain't touching that. That's for somebody above my pay grade.
Yeah. No, I'm not smart enough. Yeah.
All right, so do you want to start or shall
I? It's up to you.
All right, I'll start. It's kind of like in high school where you're nervous to go up for a speech class, so you just go first. Were you that kid? That's how I did it. Or were you the one that was nervous, so you went last? Let us know in the comments what kind of kid you were out there.
Yeah, I didn't care enough. I don't know.
Hidden option C. Not in class. All right. That's good. We got different personalities in the room. All right, so let us all relax. Grab your blankets, grab your coffee, your tea, whatever it is that relaxes you, and sit down with us as we go on a little bit of a journey of what we think should be Doomsday. Build your own Doomsday with us, please. All right. I think that the film should start in a dark room with a bunch of monitors, and it make you feel like it's Doom that you're seeing, but it's actually none other than the Maker, Reed Richards, gone evil. If you do not know, one of the most wicked villains of the multiverse. In this, in my headcanon of this version of Maker, he would have lost Johnny to the Void, he would have lost Sue maybe to Doom, and basically the way I see it is that his whole motivation is to get at Doom. right? Doom killed his family, and he wants to get back at Doom in totality, so that he's so in this he's manipulating Loki's multiverse, right? He's creating incursions, he's doing things across the multiverse, all to lead to the attempt of wiping Doom from all realities. This would lead him into a confrontation with Earth 828's Fantastic Four, which is our Fantastic Four, Pedro Pascal. Now, I don't know if Pedro Pascal should be the maker. I think it would be dope. I was like on the wagon that Pedro Pascal shouldn't have been Reed Richards, and I 100% 180.
Yeah.
So like now I think like it would be super sick if he was the maker, but I also think even better is that it would be I forget his name.
Ian Gifford or whatever.
That's the one. I love you, Kyle. I love you for this.
One.
Yes,
Yeah.
like I think he should be the maker. He would be such a good maker. Oh my god,
it would wrap back to
the full circle, dude. Yeah, like it would just be so good. And so I'd like to see him in a confrontation with Earth 828's Fantastic Four and Pedro's Reed Richards. Hopefully, we'd get some like S tier dialogue from like maker to Reed type things, right? Like that would just be like so juicy. And like from that interaction and their confrontation, we'd get to see a whole lot more as the audience of what the maker's motivations are. Like we'd learn that Doom killed his family. We'd learn that like he's trying to eradicate Doom from across the multiverse. All right, to move along now. Are you guys following along? You following with me? Am I a thumbs up, down? Let me know in the comments. All right, so now let's move along in the film a little bit, right? At this point, we see the maker in the Fox universe attempting to destroy it, right? Again, I don't have like a total amount of his like motivations for destroying it or any of this, but I really feel like one of my things that I think is going to happen in this movie for sure is that we're going to see the X-Men Fox universe like be killed, like an incursion happen on their universe, and it kind of be their final goodbye, right? I'm very much expecting this. So yes, I'm very much expecting this. So like to that extent with this like maker idea, I think it'd be sweet to see him in that Fox universe, trying to destroy it. The Earth 828 Fantastic Four be essentially following the maker, trying to stop him from doing the things he's doing. And that eventually, after the whole thing with the Fox X-Men universe happens, he destroys their universe. The Earth 828 Fantastic Four comes to our world. That's where like our heroes would be introduced to like this story. I know for a long time now of this movie, we haven't even touched on the MCU really yet. Like this would all be like new. I'll just kind of explaining Doomsday.
Sorry, let me jump in and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, guys, because I'm not 100%, but didn't Fox make both the original Fantastic Four movies and X-Men?
Ooh.
It could
I don't know
be
the answer to that.
It could be the maker, this maker could be the Fox that Fantastic Four.
God, that's even better.
And it would be the first universe that he has to deal with is his own, the one with the Fox X-Men in it.
Dang, that would be really good, dude. I'm not 100% either. I don't know. Like, you know me, I'm not good at that like stuff, knowing who made what and who's in what. But
this is why we need a producer to look this stuff up. Yeah. Let us know what we're
apply below. You will be hired. we are offering a sweet package deal of $0, but hella vibes. Come and help us, please. We need it.
Come on.
Okay, so
sorry.
Basically, yes, I love that actually. That like the Fox X-Men universe is his original universe, and he goes back to destroy his original universe, like cementing his plan. You know, that I'm not going to go backward. I'm only going forward. I'm going to eradicate Doom at all costs, right? And that this again is where we'd come to our MCU world. The idea that I have for the Fantastic Four of 828 to come to our universe instead of any other universe for help against this maker is that no other world has multiple heroes like ours. Like Toby's world had Toby. Like their world even only has Fantastic Four. Like Andrew's world only had Andrew. Like the X-Men world, I thought maybe only had the X-Men, but if they had like the X-Men and Fantastic Four, that'd be even cooler. But like very few worlds that we've seen in films have multiple characters, like the MCU does. So basically having Pedro's Reed realize this and be like, we have to go to this world like before the maker gets there and like get their help and like essentially like beat him there so that we can get their help against
Because
and
that's
that
our only chance.
exactly right. And that be how we get like our world introduced to this movie. Um, this is where it gets a little muddy for me because like there needs to be a way to introduce this God Emperor Doom because we know that this God Emperor Doom is going to be involved in like the movie. That's like next to like confirmed, right? So like we need a way to get there, and this is where it gets a little muddy for me because like do we have Pedro come to our or not just Pedro but the 828 Fantastic Four come to our world because Doom is going to come to like is coming to our MCU world or rather the Maker is coming to our MCU world to like cause an incursion here, or are does the Fantastic Four come to our world and ask us to come with them to this like great battlefield that is like gonna unfold, like between like God Emperor Doom and the Maker, which is essentially like like the final two versions of the character, like uh basically have like Reed like anticipate like this fight between them is gonna like eradicate the multiverse. Like they're like toying with powers that like is far beyond what like
what any human should ever have.
right. So like we have to like go to this place and stop them, and like that place that they go to could be like where we've seen a lot of set photos where there's like the Hulk village and like the God Emperor Doom like rules there.
Where it's like the mashup of the different universes.
Yes, where like
the Hulk village and like
I guess I essentially see it all culminating with like the Maker going to where like the most powerful version of Doom is, the one where he's the ruler, he has everything, like you know what I mean, and going to destroy that world, and that's going to be like this big, like multiversal event, essentially that Reed comes to our universe for help with, because they can't like do it on their own. They've tried to stop him, they've failed, like on multiple occasions. That's where I think like all of it should go. Please, please, please let me know. I know it was a little scatterbrained, but let me know if you think that mainly the main through point is that I think it would be cool that if instead of like us just coming into the story and seeing what Doom is doing and that Doom is causing all of these like this havoc, that it's somebody else coming after Doom. That Doom has done something across the multiverse or across one person's life, that now Doom is being hunted across all realities. Like that. Like I think that would be a sweet twist, and the best way to do that in my mind would be with the Maker. Like a version of Reed that Doom personally twisted into the Maker, and that he's coming for him like no bars held. Like because Reed no bars held. That's why the Maker is so scary. Is a scary person.
Yeah,
like
it's Doom but worse.
Like he's a scary person. So I think that would be like extremely cool.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments if you agree with that or if you just fully disagree. You're like the Maker. Like that would be so confusing. That would just be so stupid. Absolutely not. Please let me know.
It'd be interesting, and let me know how you feel about this because it's kind of playing with your idea. But in that where they have the Hulk village and all of that, I was thinking, it made me think of Doom could be, or the Maker. I guess Doom would make more sense as God Emperor. Doom is making kind of a mashup of different like universes and worlds that he's kind of like
Battle
piecing together, like Battle World, and the Beyonders wouldn't take kindly to that, to someone kind of messing with their powers, and also the threat of them destroying the universe, the multiverse. Like it would give them a reason to step in.
Okay, so you're saying kind of like Doom was like amassing a form of Battle World, right? Which is where this like final fight takes place, and then like almost kind of like in a, I don't want to say an anticlimactic way, but in like a weird twist, like instead of like our heroes like fighting against like Doom and the Maker, like Doom and the Maker are like causing so much turmoil that the Beyonders come and like kill the Maker and like take Doom. And that's kind of how the movie really ends. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Like it just kind of comes like this like big like stamp, like totally out of nowhere. Yeah. That would be sick, bro. Like that would be super sick. Like we all think the movie is going one way, you know what I mean? And then just like bam. Nope. Like
Let us know your thoughts in the
That
comments
would be
because that's
sick.
good stuff.
Because
I
then, like,
think.
dude, like Doom could come back in Secret Wars, like the
Mhm.
Beyonder version of Doom.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that he like took like Beyonder power, and like
yeah,
that's the Doom that we're like
the
facing.
real one.
Like,
Yeah.
dude.
That'd be good stuff. Let us know what you guys think about that. I'm really curious. I hope people get in the comments because that is good stuff.
And please let us know if you disagree. If you disagree, especially with all of this, please let us know because you're the person we really want to like have the tit and tat with. You
yeah,
know? So
yeah.
let us know if you agree. Extra let us know if you think that was the stupidest idea you've ever heard.
All right. Well, it might have been until you hear mine.
All right, hit me with it. I've done a lot of talking. I want to do a lot of listening now.
I'm sure I'll rival it. So like I said before, I just wouldn't have taken the risk, but with Tony and Doom and all of that. But I think it should start with a version of Doctor Strange. Maybe the MCU one, maybe not, just kind of scrying the multiverse, just checking things out, making sure that nothing's coming to threaten his universe, and have him like just say, "Oh no," or "Oh shit," and green magic comes through his sigil and engulfs him, and he disappears, and that's the start of the film, right? And
I'm on
then
board.
and basically it would be like him being pulled out pulled wherever he was into wherever Doom is, because I'm imagining the plot kind of being Doom pulling people from the multiverse that he thinks would be threats to him if he were to try to take over the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing it strategically, and like, oh, these specific sorcerer supremes, especially like these more powerful versions of them, I need to take care of them first because they'll be some of the first beings to recognize what I'm
He
doing.
just pulls a bunch of Sorcerer Supremes from like the multiverse.
And
Yo,
put
that
and
would
just
be
like
sick as fuck.
yeah,
That would be
so
such a show of like power. You know what I mean? Like
mhm,
I love those like kind of like really subtle like flexes of like
yes,
what a character can do. That would be like so sick, dude. If you just see like a bunch of different green portals opening up and just like Sorcerer Supremes falling into these prisons, like that
yeah.
would just be so sick, bro. Like
And
stripped of their magic as they fall
yep,
through, like
yep.
just like dude, so sick.
And basically, like, if they given a choice, you stay here or you agree to help me, and I give you your power back, and you help me do it. And then if at any point you try to cross me, you go back or I kill you. Like, so I want it to be like centered around and framed around Doom trying to dominate the multiverse, right?
Mhm.
I want that to be the
I'm
number
already
one
more
thing.
on board with yours than mine. Cause like with mine, it kind of like the twist is that it's not all about Doom.
Mhm.
Where like I don't know if like I would even like my own version. Like I'd be like, fucking Doom.
Although seeing the maker and having that switch, I think that'd be great. That's
It would
interesting.
be
It's
sick,
weird.
but go on. For I am enthralled.
So I'm imagining like him going through and eliminating entire universes if need be. Kind of the same thing with like the X-Men universe, the Fox X-Men universe. Toby and Andrew, any of those like that, though their universes, just collapsing entire universes if need be, until it causes like a breaking point in the multiverse where Loki, who's like the god of
Hmm.
stories, holding on to it, like is like he starts losing
Notices.
notices because he's losing strands more like
Hmm.
it's fucking with him even. But I think that could kind of create a good lead into Secret Wars to have this like battle, this overarching battle having been happening for a while outside of the MCU within the multiverse. Basically,
Okay,
since the
right.
multiverse was created, Doom
Like
started this
since
plan.
Loki did this and like
Yeah,
created this new form of multiverse, Doom has been manipulating and pruning and like destroying and amassing and amassing and amassing.
yes.
Like,
Since it started, he recognized immediately this version of Doom, kind of like the God
dude,
Emperor Doom, recognizes it, starts amassing power to try and uh you
that could
know
be a reason why his magic is
destroy the
green,
universe.
is that he's pulling it straight out of Loki's power. Like he's like siphoning out like straight out of Loki's power. That would be so sick, bro.
That is good stuff, Lucas. Oh my god. I didn't have that. That's great.
That
That's so
would be
good.
so good.
That's so good. Yes. 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 But I want to have it allude to like a few heroes slipping out of his grasp, right? And like him not being able to get everyone. And basically make it the whole movie seem like Doom is the villain. He wants to destroy the multiverse, or rule the multiverse more accurately. He wants to destroy the multiverse and create his own
Right. Mm-hmm.
perfect utopia is how he sees it, right?
Mhm.
But I think a good twist of it would be that he actually understands the larger threat of the Beyonders and just doesn't think anyone else in the multiverse is capable of understanding it. So instead of like finding Reed and like
Working together with anyone,
working
he's just
together
like
with anyone,
amassing to fight the Beyonders.
yes, but not telling anyone why he's doing it, making it seem like he's just a God Emperor Conqueror
Yeah.
Doom, right? But he just understands
He has a
more
goal.
than anyone. Yes. And then
Yeah.
I'm imagining them also kind of having a reveal of that the only person, like I was saying, he doesn't think anyone else is smart enough to understand or figure it out except himself. And then we could be introduced to a Council of Dooms.
Ooh, like
that
a
have
flip
been-
on the Council of Reeds.
Reeds,
That
yes.
would be so sick,
Yes.
dude. That would be dope.
And that's how they could go into Secret Wars, is that the Beyonders then catch. Basically, I'm imagining the movie ending with the Beyonders just like destroying the Council of Dooms for the most part, except for God Emperor Doom. Like have them be having a meeting, like the council is adjourning, and God Emperor Doom's late, and before he gets there, the Beyonders come and basically just destroy
That would
every
be
other
so
version of him. And now and then
What's
leads into
interesting is that both
Secret
versions
Wars.
of our films ends with the Beyonders essentially coming in and like providing the boot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to the
I can't think of another way the Beyonders should be introduced.
I 100% agree with that.
Let us know in the comments.
I 100% agree.
How do you think the Beyonders should be shown? Because with them, if they do a Secret Wars movie without the Beyonders,
Yeah,
it
the
won't make any
Beyonders
sense.
are. I'm very much
like-
expecting the Beyonders to be in Doomsday, even in mention and like in some capacity, in order to take us to Secret Wars.
I just had a thought, right? So there's two different ways that I just thought of like two different ways you could take the title Doomsday. Doomsday, like it's his day, like it's his time to shine, or it's his downfall,
like Doomsday.
It's his Doomsday, like, or he is the downfall. There's a couple different ways to take it that it could make sense.
Muy interesante. Well, like speaking of like downfall and stuff like that, there's one more thing that I want to touch on. Also, by the way, let us know which one of these ideas you liked more, which one you would like to see in film more. I would actually love to see like a beautiful blend of the two, because like I'm almost like like I really want to see the maker in some form of capacity.
Like I
but,
almost
your
wanted
idea
to like
is so much better.
I definitely want to cross them over because I want the maker in my idea. I just don't know how to do it.
But like, who do we think like more like? Let's go back to like what we think like is going to happen in the actual film of Doomsday. Like, who do you think is going to die? There's got to be there's got to be a lot of deaths that's coming. Like
do a little death speculating.
Yeah, because like I think Kevin Feige like confirmed that there's going to be like a lot of deaths and like permanent ones, not ones that like you can snap back from, is I think like what he said.
Yeah.
So like that makes me think that there's going to be like some like more than we think one, and some like really hard ones to accept.
Yeah.
With like because of Doom, like Doom has a capacity for death that is like pretty extreme. So like we already talked about how like the X-Men universe, we're very much expecting, like Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, like Nightcrawler, like Cyclops, like all those characters to die. Yeah. Right? If not being like killed in just like their universe dying.
Yeah.
So like thus like they're all dead. But beyond that, like what's like a character that like you think?
So I think Doom might die, actually. At least, if not in Doomsday, I think for sure in Secret Wars. I don't think they're bringing RDJ back long term.
Interesting.
He's expensive.
This is true. I'm still on like the board that it's like RDJ because there's like a weird little twist, that's gonna be like untwisted, and then like Doom is gonna continue as another actor.
That's what I'm thinking
in the core
too.
MCU.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm like hoping beyond hope for, because like if they just like one shot story Doom, I will freaking lose my
No, I
mind.
specifically think RDJ's Doom. You know what I mean? Like Doom will go
Okay.
forward. I think
Okay. You think
RDJ's
RDJ
Doom.
is gonna have another on-screen death?
Yeah. And I think people
I
aren't going
think
to
you're
expect
100% right.
it.
They're paying him 200 mil.
Yeah, like he gets paid
I'm
an
just kidding,
absurd
I have no
amount of
idea.
money. Yeah, no, last I heard he made like $50 million from Endgame or something.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
He's
But
an expensive.
I think he's too expensive to have continue go
It's
forward.
interesting.
And I think it would be a good twist to pull the wool over. I don't think anyone would be expecting that. Like
That'd
to
be
see him
pretty
die
interesting.
again so quickly.
Yeah. One that I have in my mind that I know it's gonna hurt people. It's gonna hurt me. And oh god, it's gonna hurt. Is I think the Thunderbolts. I think this new Avengers thing. We were kind of debating who should be like the Avengers and like if there should be 3 Avengers. And I kind of just had the thought that I think like the new Avengers, the Thunderbolts, like they're the Thunderbolts. Like their point is to like, you know what I mean? Like they're the front line. Like they die.
Yeah,
Like they're the Expendables. You know, for like you know what I
lack
mean?
of a
Like
better term, the lambs to the slaughter.
the lambs to the slaughter, dude. And, like, and it's gonna hurt me in such an extreme way, dude. But like, I think it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna see, if not the whole team, perish. Like maybe one survivor from the Thunderbolts. Like I'm almost certain that like, I'm 100% sure that Bucky's gonna die.
I can't
Like,
imagine. There's
I
a few
can
people
see
who
it.
I think are gonna retire almost. Like I don't think Samuel L. Jackson's gonna be going forward very much longer, if at all.
You think he's gonna die? Nick
I
Fury?
think Nick Fury is gonna finally go.
You think so?
I think so because I don't think Samuel L. wants to keep doing it.
This is
What
true.
I mean?
This is true. Yeah.
Like, I don't
But like,
know,
how
we'll
would
see,
like
though.
what would happen to have him die? You know what I mean? There'd have to be something kind of like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I have no idea. I think it would be. I don't know. I think it could be like he sacrifices himself to take out,
like takes like
something.
the whole sword spaceship and just crashes it into like something, evacuates everyone, goes down with the ship type thing.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Captain goes
Love
down
it.
with the ship. Yeah. I think
Love
that'd be cool to see. There's a couple like even like Johnny they kind of hinted at.
Yeah, with
like they alluded to.
Dude, I thought that was coming, bro. Dude, I thought that was coming, and it like my heart like went into the back of my throat. Like, heavens above. But again, I would love it. You know what I mean? Like, like show that. Like, I think like if they're gonna bring back Toby and Andrew, I think that's gonna be like something we have to swallow down as fans, is that we're gonna see some deaths. You know what I mean? It's gonna be very hard to like swallow down. Like maybe like the whole Fantastic Four, the 828 Fantastic Four. You know what I mean? Like them make like a grand sacrifice, or like one of them has to stay back, but then like the rest all stay as well.
Yeah,
on some
like
family, on some Fast and Furious type family, on some Dom type
family. Dom.
dude.
Call me Dominic Toretto, because I'm all about family.
We're about family today.
One more I think they could kill that would be really like is if they just like one shot Captain Marvel, who's considered the most powerful person in Marvel universe.
Yeah, she just comes on some like no bullshit, how she likes to just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go head on to it, and Doom just fucking puts her down like nothing. Like that would be like some like kind of like the opening of Infinity War with like Loki, like that, just like horribly shocking, like
like whoa, this person, this being is on another level, and that would be the number one way to show that. Is to basically, and to have that like strike the fear of God in the rest of
100%, because like you said, like
that's our number. That's our biggest
higher hitter than Captain Marvel is like Thor, maybe.
Like
that's the big hitter right there.
Yeah.
Like I guess now Sentry, that'd be another one, dude. You know what I mean? Like kind of pull like a Null from like the King in Black comics, where like Sentry comes in to just like be the like end all be all. And he just like takes him, like pulls the void out of him, kills Sentry, like just like absorbs its power. Like
you
just
do the exact same thing, just absorb the void,
just
like
absorb the void. And yeah, dude, just like throw Sentry off. Like that would be crazy.
Oh, dude, a simple line, just another void. As if he's not the first one. Not the first void he absorbed in the multiverse.
Especially in the God Emperor version.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm imagining for this specifically is the God. Like when they introduce the God Emperor Doom, that they show some immense power level.
Yeah, because like I want there to be a reason that the Hulks are subservient to this man. You know what I mean? Like he has a Hulk village. You know,
what's interesting is I also want it to be like the Hulks aren't necessarily subservient. He's given them a peaceful place to live and to exist where everywhere they've ever been has rejected them. Like society has rejected them no matter which timeline.
He's got me a little emotional. That would be like so good, bro. And I'm back on your side again. Incredible work.
It's a je ne sais quoi. I don't know.
That would be really good, dude.
I think
that would be such a good twist. Because like in my head this whole time, I've just been seeing like almost like an enslaved population of Hulks. But like, what if like this God Emperor succeeded? Like his home is a utopia.
Yeah.
Everyone is like abundant. Everything is like he did it.
They work for each other. The Hulks have a place there, and they're happy, and they're accepted within the larger society, which they've never had before. So they don't need to be coerced into staying. They have something that they've never had, a sense of belonging, a place to belong.
That would be absolutely
so when
awesome.
like the heroes of the Marvel universe find them and they're like, what are you doing like working with this man? And they're like, what do you mean?
Oh my God, Kyle, I just had a thought. How have you
ever ostracized us? Like, when have you ever fought against the people who kept us from being able to be ourselves?
Follow me here, bro. What if we've been thinking that like this God Emperor world that he's like on is like a new place that's like somewhere in the multiverse, but where it actually is Sakaar. You know, like after the Grandmaster got like thrown out, like everything in Sakaar like went out, like Doom came to Sakaar and just like took over, brought order, and like created a civilization like on Sakaar. Because like Hulk goes to Sakaar at the end of She-Hulk to go meet his son.
Yeah.
And like, what if like this isn't like a multiversal like place where there's like multiversal Hulks? Like it's our Hulks. It's Mark Ruffalo's Hulk there. His son Scar, like our She-Hulk. I didn't even consider that. I've thought this entire time that this is like a multiversal place with like multiversal versions of Hulks that are living within this like place. But what if it's like with the RMCU? It's our versions of Hulk there. They've created a society. Like,
see, and what's interesting is I was also thinking it was not just multiversal, but I was actually imagining that they exist, that was a place outside of the multiverse, that kind of Loki doesn't have his doesn't have his hands on. You know what I mean? Like there's the multiverse, and then Doom kind of carved out his own little spot that he's the master of.
But like, you know, like Hulk was there living for 2 years. Like, what if Hulk sired more kids? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if there is like a little village of Hulks on Sakaar? That would make total sense, bro.
And like time,
dude, if that's it, I'm so happy, bro.
Oh my God, time working differently, because they pointed out that time works differently with the Grandmaster. Has that whole speech about it, so they could have propagated to an entire village in just a matter of years. Like, oh, it's only been 3 years, 4 years, but here, because time works differently, it's been 2 decades, 3 decades.
You know, like Doom has been here for generations now, almost. You know, like.
Let us know if this is all nonsense or if this is good stuff, because I feel like we are cooking right now, right?
Do we have our finger on some form of pulse, or are we just out here flatlining? And we're just like, dude, this is so good. And it's just like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, please let us know in the comments. I am absolutely stoked on this. Tell us, most importantly, your Doomsday. Build out your Doomsday. This was absolutely so much fun to do. Just like carve out in your mind like what you want to see out of this film, what twists and turns you would put into it if you had the power. And then tell us about it. Share with us so that we can have these reactions to your stories. Wouldn't that be sweet? It would be sweet.
Yeah, let's get together. Let's collaborate here, guys. Let's try and make the best possible versions of these stories.
Yeah, and then when Doomsday comes out and it's not that good, we can be like, our version was so much better.
Or we can finally admit that they might
that we're not that good at this. And that they're just trying their best. That this is a tough job.
Yeah.
I'm unwilling to.
Oh my God. Tell us if you guys are unwilling.
Yeah, because you're our people, and
Yeah.
then let's form a congregation, start writing some comics.
Yeah, we're trying here. We need some help. Well, we do appreciate you guys stopping by. We do hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for any future content that we put out. We're going to be releasing it as much as we can. We're trying to get you good ideas. Please tell us if our ideas are great or terrible. We need your feedback.
Yes,
We're an
and give
echo
us
chamber.
give us ideas of what to do episodes about. Like, what do you want to see in a superhero podcast? Let us know. We want to do that.
Yeah. So thanks again, and we will see you with the next episode.